Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com helping you create something awesome today. Welcome to another YouTube 30 of 30 channel review. In this series, I'm reviewing channels from 30 YouTubers and I'm telling you what they're doing awesome and also giving them some tips on how they can improve. This entire series is sponsored by our friends over at TubeBuddy, who make a great browser plugin that's helping me audit these YouTube channels. It's something I use for my paying clients. You can use the TubeBuddy browser plugin to find out how you're ranking in YouTube search, what your competitors are doing, and when the best times to upload your videos are. There are a ton of great features and tools in TubeBuddy, and it's something that I use here regularly on the channel, and it is my secret weapon when it comes to dominating YouTube search. So make sure you're checking out that plugin at tubebuddy.com/awesome. Links are in the description. So let's go ahead and jump into today's review.
If we've learned anything about YouTube, it's that vlogging is all the rage. And I think on some level, we have Casey Neistat to thank for that. Now, I don't say that dismissively. I actually enjoy a lot of vlogging channels, including Casey's. I just think that a lot of people are interpreting vlogging as a magic bullet for YouTube. Here is somebody who's doing what I consider to be some very cool and interesting vlogs and is doing it right. That is a much smaller channel than I've done in any of these YouTube 30 of 30 reviews. This is BenildaVlogs. She has 236 subscribers, and I actually think that her blogs are doing a fantastic job, even though they don't have a ton of views, because even with her small subscriber base, she's punching above her weight class. I think that she's got thumbnails down a lot better than established YouTubers I know. I know a lot of higher level YouTubers that are not bringing and stepping up their thumbnail game nearly as much as Belinda is doing. So guys, Belinda is coming for blood. Her thumbnail game is tight, and I think you guys need to be really watching your backs. Now, that being said, I think there is a lot that I could give Belinda in terms of advice to help this channel. So let's take a look at our first Comic-Con. All right, so one of the first things that I usually tell people to do is go ahead and put the title of your video in the first line and then work in the beginnings of a conversation. I think she's doing a great job with the conversation here. I think she should have just talked a little bit more about the experience, and 300 to 500 words would have been fine. So that's something that I would definitely have done here to give it a better shot at search. The other thing is, I honestly believe that if the word first was spelled out, that it would have done better. And in the thumbnail, I might have used Comic-Con in some way. Let's look at tags. All right, so Tampa Bay Comic-Con, we've got some stuff there. Let's see how this is ranking. I think this was a good use of tags, by the way, just overall. I just don't think there's enough in the description and in the title to really help it rank for those things. But we'll see. All right, so looking at the search rankings here, not a lot going on. Let's see what happens if we type in first Comic-Con. And again, nothing showing up. So there's not a lot we can do, even with the power of TubeBuddy here. There's not a lot we can do to update this unless we go back and we first fix the description. I cannot stress enough how important the description, the title, and the tags are if you want to rank in YouTube search. So that's super important. Let's go back and look at this. So even with great channel artwork, solid production values, by the way, a social media presence, and these tremendous thumbnails. These are some amazing thumbnails. You can see how much of a role that search plays in a YouTube channel being discovered. let's go ahead and look at some of the videos here. Because again, how would you find these videos other than if you're following Belinda in social media? How would you find these videos if you're not a subscriber and become a new subscriber if they're not, unless they're being shared? That's really all there is to it. So I think that that's definitely important. I mean, again, these thumbnails are gorgeous. This is well thought out. Let's look at the about section real quick. I would skip the hello everyone, and I would have went with this description. I would have posted some links to the playlist that we want to promote the most. I think that's something good if you don't have a lot to put in your about section, and I think that that can definitely help. I think I would have told people why to hit me up in Twitter, Pinterest, what they can find there, and then link to that stuff here. So that's something I definitely would have done. Let's look at playlist. Not a lot here with the playlist. I would definitely do more with that. She was definitely a part of Veda, vlog every day in August. I think I'll be doing that again this year. I would have done more with the description, and I would have linked to something. I would have probably linked to something. Probably not the playlist because that's already here, but I'm a big fan of linking things together and trying to get more exposure for it that way. Let's see if we can find the most popular video and see what that's doing well. So this was apparently a camera test or a camera review. This is from 10 months ago. Let's try and find a recent, relatively successful video. This DIY video has a great thumbnail for the Bling Magic wristbands, so we'll take a look at that. And again, very clever, very funny videos, quirky, and again, solid production values. Probably using like one of those nice cameras, one of those mirrorless cameras. Not a lot going on here in the description. At least there's some mentions of Disney. Hopefully that's reflected in the tags. Okay. Disney moms. I would have tried to work Disney moms or something with that, or DIY Disney into the beginnings of that description. Let's look at these search rankings. All right, so here in TubeBuddy, we can see the search rankings for this video for the different keywords here, and there's a lot of like really solid keywords here, but there's nothing in the description to take advantage of these. So YouTube can't say that I should serve up this video if someone types this in, because there's nothing in the description to tell YouTube that, or Google for that fact of the matter. I think people keep forgetting how much of YouTube is search, 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 search. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So what I would do differently is I would incorporate these conversationally like a blog post into the video description. I think that's something vloggers should learn more about, is how to have a conversation in the descriptions and not just in the vlog videos themselves, so that when they're trying to be discovered, because for vlogs, sometimes it's a lot harder. It's not like how-to videos. It's not like gaming where you can ride that and ride the title of whatever a popular game is. It's not like news stories, and it's not like, you know, viral videos that have clickbaity thumbnails. So you have to really take advantage of search and the conversation with your audience and what they would care about. And if it's products or it's brands, I mean, I would say that YouTube vloggers could learn a lot from YouTube product reviewers in the way that they approach YouTube search and the way they approach their descriptions and the titles and tags for their videos. So I definitely think that that's an issue here. And you can see, again, this isn't getting a ton of shares in social. It got enough, and that's where a lot of the views probably are coming from. So I think that those things matter. I think that if you can update the description, you can have more than just the shortest description possible. I think everyone's trying to be short and concise there, and I get why you think that, because nobody reads this. But if you think that nobody reads this, the thing you need to remember is that Google and YouTube read this and then are deciding to serve your video up based on this. This is how YouTube is deciding what to serve up. It's not your subscribers or views. It's not this number. It's not this number. It's all this stuff down here and all of this here and how it ties to this and how someone is typing in here. that decides whether your video gets served up or not. It's that simple. That's all I did to go from 0 to 100,000, and you guys can do that too. And if you are struggling with it, that's why I keep recommending TubeBuddy, who's our sponsor today. And again, I use the tool all the time. It is probably my secret weapon. So Belinda, go to tubebuddy.com/awesome. Go ahead and install the browser plugin for TubeBuddy. Go back into your descriptions, look at all these tags that you want to rank for, and find a way to incorporate that into a conversation, maybe 3 or 4 paragraphs in your video. Update the first 3 lines of your videos. Go back and do this and optimize all of your videos again. Share them in social media again after you've optimized them. And I think it'll make a real difference for you. And that is definitely my advice. And I think that your channel will get a lot more views. I think a lot more Disney moms will get into it. I really do. I really believe that. I literally actually went to Disney for Disney Day while I was at VidCon, and I know that that is a huge audience. And I think one of the most popular channels on YouTube is actually an unboxing of Disney toys channel. So I really think that you have a lot going on there between Star Wars, with how popular it is right now, Disney, everything with Disney is popular. I just think there's so much that you could do, and you'll get a lot more attention and views and grow a community around your channel as a family vlog channel and as a mommy vlogger. And I think that there's a lot of potential for this channel. I think that this channel could grow a real community and that it could really do something for you. I just think that you're doing everything right, except for discovery and except for the titles, descriptions, and tag stuff. I think that you have a solid content strategy. I think you do beautiful thumbnails. You do a great job with your channel artwork and your branding. It's very consistent. I love it. I think that you are coming for blood as far as the thumbnail game, and I think that I know big YouTubers who are could learn a lot from you, and that really are not doing great thumbnails. I think that you are kicking their butts. So my advice is get TubeBuddy. Go back through all of your videos. I know it's a lot. Optimize them for search. Try to get tags and descriptions in there so that you rank for the first page of YouTube. You don't have a lot of videos. I think you can do this in a week, and I think it'll dramatically improve your channel. I think that if you worked on that you could be at 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. You could gain a lot more views, a lot more revenue, and I think that that would help. So Belinda Vlogs, great job on branding and on awesome content, and good luck.
So that's it for today's review. If you want to check out more videos from this awesome creator, make sure you're hitting them up. Links are in the description below so you can check out their channel. There were a lot of great tips in this review. Maybe they can actually help you improve your YouTube channel if you're doing something similar. I want to thank our friends over at TubeBuddy for sponsoring this review today. I couldn't be doing this without them. They make my life a lot easier, and it's something that I think could help a lot of you. So make sure you're checking that out at tubebuddy.com/awesome. I think it'll help you grow your YouTube channel. Remember, there are 30 total YouTube channel reviews in this playlist, so if these tips don't apply to you, maybe something that I gave to another creator in terms of advice is something that would be more helpful for you with your channel. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. Remember, YouTube tips are usually on Fridays. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.